Hello guys, welcome to my in-depth Leblanc guide. We will be going over the introduction, pros and cons, masteries, runes, summoner spells, builds, combos, counters, and gameplay. If you guys are watching a mobile fire, click this link to subscribe or go to the channel. Enjoy the video. Introduction. Leblanc is an assassin mage. Leblanc's passive is Mirror Image. When Leblanc drops below 40% health, she becomes invisible for 1 second and creates a mirror image that deals no damage and lasts up to 8 seconds. The mirror image can be controlled by holding Alt key and using the right mouse button. Leblanc's Q, Sigil of Malice. Leblanc projects an orb towards her target, dealing magic damage and marking the target for 3.5 seconds. If the target takes damage from one of Leblanc's abilities, the sigil will trigger, dealing damage. Leblanc's W, Distortion. Leblanc rapidly dashes to a target location, dealing magic damage to nearby units. In the following 4 seconds, she can activate Distortion again to return to her starting location. Leblanc's E, Ethereal Chains. Leblanc flings illusionary chains for target location. If it hits an enemy unit, it will deal initial magic damage and slow their movement speed for 25%. If the target remains shackled for 2 seconds, the target takes additional magic damage and is unable to move. Leblanc's ultimate, Mimic. Leblanc can cast a mimicked version of the previous spell she cast. Okay, now for the pros and cons. The pros of playing Leblanc: she has a strong laning fizz, high burst, high mobility, good poke, great roaming, and outplay potential. The cons of playing Leblanc is she is squishy, she is weak to CC, and she's weak against tanks. Masteries. For the masteries for Leblanc, I usually do 18 Ferocity and 12 Resolve. Doing 18 Ferocity, I go 5 Sorcery, giving me +2 increased ability damage, using 1 Double-Edged Sword, using 5 Neutral Talents, 1 Oppressor, 5 Piercing Thoughts, and Deathfire Touch. Then for Resolve, I do 5 Recovery, 1 Explorer, 5 Veteran Scars, 1 Insight, and that's it for Resolve. I do Insight because it reduces the cooldown by summoner spells by 15%. That's also very handy using Oppressor. Now for the runes. I usually do Magic Penetration reds, Scaling Health yellows, Magic Resist blues, and Ability Power quintessences. Now for summoner spells. For summoner spells, I usually go Ignite and Flash, just because how OP Ignite is on Leblanc. You can get a very easy level 2 kill, getting your Q and W. Okay, now for the fun part, the builds. Alright, so the regular starting items are Doran's Ring and Health Potion. Then, if you're a little bit more experienced with Leblanc, going the Dark Seal and 3 Health Potions is really good. The cheese starting items is going Amplifying Tome and Health Potion. Alright, so the core build for Leblanc is Rod of Ages, Morello's, Luden's Echo, and Sorcerer's Shoes. I do Rod of Ages instead of Rabadon's Death Cap, is because Rod of Ages gives her 100 ability power, a lot of mana, and a lot of health, which makes her tanky and better in team fights and just in general in the game. You can get Rabadon's Death Cap after you get all these items, which makes it even more powerful. Against AD, going Zonia's Hourglass and Guardian Angel is amazing. Going against AP, I would recommend getting Abyssal Scepter and Guardian Angel. For heavy MR, make sure to get Void Staff. A full build example is Rod of Ages, Rabadon's Death Cap, Morello's, Luden's Echo, Sorcerer's Shoes, Magi Soul Stealer, and Elixir of Sorcery. Guys, don't forget to get the Elixir of Sorcery, especially late game, because it can do a lot of damage. A full build example against AD would be Rod of Ages, Morello's, Luden's Echo, Zonia's Hourglass, Sorcerer's Shoes, Rabadon's Death Cap, and Elixir of Sorcery. A full build example against AP would be Rod of Ages, Morello's, Luden's Echo, Abyssal Scepter, Magi Soul Stealer, Sorcery's Shoes, and Elixir of Sorcery. Now, the full build to destroy your opponent and destroy anyone would be Rod of Ages, Rabadon's Death Cap, Morello's, Magi's Soul Stealer, Luden's Echo, Boots of Mobility, and Elixir of Sorcery. Now, I do this because the Rod of Ages gives Leblanc a lot of what she needs, making her a little bit tanky, giving her a lot of mana, and giving her a lot of AP. Plus with the Morellos giving now 100 ability power, Rabadon's Death Cap passive, and Magi Soul Stealer. If you're really experienced with LeBlanc, I really recommend going Magi Soul Stealer, because then you can use the passive effectively and get a lot of extra ability power. Then you can carry games very easily with that. Okay, now for the combos. For 1v1s, LeBlanc wins pretty much every time in a 1v1 unless you're going against a hard counter. Her combo is Q, R, Ignite, W, E, Q, W. Or if you're chasing someone, you can do W, Q, R, E, Ignite, W. For team fights, wait for your team to engage, then Q, W, R, W. Then you should destroy the enemy team, at least majority of the team members. If you can catch squishy damage dealers, do your 1v1 chase combo if you're coming from the side or from the back. LeBlanc's counters. LeBlanc is strong against Ziggs, Katarina, Ahri. LeBlanc is weak against Galio, Kassadin, Morgana gameplay. LeBlanc's laning phase is really easy, especially because of her range auto attacks. Also at level 2 she can kill anyone because her Q and W. If you poke the laner with your Q at level 1, then get a few auto attacks, it's very easy to pop them at level 2 with Ignite. Remember not to take minion damage with poking with Q. Also minions over trading unless they attack first. Also she has a very good roaming potential at level 3 because of her stun, and it's an easy free double bot lane if your bot lane helps out or the enemy laners are weak. If you go against someone LeBlanc counters and you don't get camped or you know how to get fed and destroy the mid laner, then please remember to get the Dark Seal. Late game. Late game is a little harder for LeBlanc. She's better early to mid game just because people are finishing their builds and LeBlanc sucks against tanks, unless you can outplay them in team fights. The Luden's Echo really helps because of the AoE damage. Also, keep in mind LeBlanc is an assassin, so coming from the side or from the back when your team engaged is the best way to carry a team fight. Remember to take out the AD carry or an AD carry of some sort, like the jungler like Masteries. Alright guys, that's the end of this guide. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next guide.